All right, friends. Here we are in our beautiful PAL world. Last night when I left y'all, I was working on opening up Tower 5. I am there now. Tower 5 is up there and it is ready to rock and roll. Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens with that. For the time being, I am like, I think I'm really out of PAL spheres. I'm actually going to go back to base and just try to make some stuff and get some materials. How old is the new part of the cemetery now? 150 years old? Yeah, the new part of the cemetery is probably like... Yeah, it's probably about that, honestly. Truly. Like somewhere between like 120 and 150 years. Yeah, like the town where I lived when I was doing all that, it's one of the older towns in southern Maine. Let's see. Yes. To the base. Yeah, so I've been having a really good time with this. And obviously, based on the votes, it looks like you guys were or have been too. That's great. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. So we'll play some more of this through next week, and then we'll reevaluate, see where we're at. Okay. I definitely am going to be playing some other stuff too during Subathon. I want to make sure that we can. But we still have, I mean, we're only halfway through. We still have like another 3 weeks. So we good. We got the time. We got the time and we have the meats or something like that. Is there a lock-picking V3? Sure is. I need that. I've needed that for a long time now. Keep running into gold. Keep running into gold chests. And I can't open them. It's very annoying. So today is a long day. Medieval Dynasty at 3 with SG and Astro and Chernobyl. Should be a really good time. SG and Chernobyl are definitely way more versed in that game than I am. I have like maybe 5 hours played. Astro's never played. So we're gonna be relying on their expertise to carry us today as we try to build something cool looking and functional. What's up, Jackson Does Stuff? How the heck are you, man? Welcome on in. Does Jackson do PAL World? Have you played much? It's pretty cool. I'm really enjoying it. Let's see here. While fighting together, when Gilder is incapacitated, it revives with its hunger reduced to 0. So it just keeps coming back to life? That's crazy. Yeah, but you and Astro aren't dumb. You'll probably catch on fast. I'm sure. Like, I mean, the game is probably very similar to a lot of other survival crafting, town management type games like that. Kind of like, what was that other one that we played? Chernobyl and I. We played that other one that where the raids happen every so many days or whatever. We were talking about the modding community for that game just the other day, and its name has slipped my mind. Let me put these eggs away. Huge dark egg. What do we got? A Nox. I never thought I'd be disappointed to receive a Nox, but there it is. Bellwright, that's the one, Cyric. Thank you. That name just doesn't... It, like, for whatever reason, that name never went together with what you're doing in that game. Like, I'm like, we're not making any bells. Like, what's going on here? Dale, what up, dude? Welcome on in. Thanks for being here, man. Let's see. So we made our crazy furnace last night. This thing is really nifty. Let's queue this up, shall we? Let's queue up like 100 PAL steel because I know we're gonna, or plasteel rather, because I know we're gonna need it. I know we're gonna need it. Okay. So we got plasteel over here. I almost wonder, like, let's just take that out of there. Put in, like, some regular stuff, maybe. Let's do, like, 50 of these. Actually, let's do 100 of these. Again, just trying to, like, backfill the base a little bit with materials. And then we'll do like 100 of these as well. And then over here, let's queue up some carbon fiber. We need a lot of that. This time we're going to use coal, though. Look at that. We got 8,600. But we're... Oh, I see. It's flame organs that we need. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go buy some. Let me go buy some. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to inquire about your wares. Specifically, tell me about your organs. Your flaming organs. I'm here for your flaming organs. Do you have any of those? Oh my god, dude. Let's see here. So Wade Stevens asks me, are you gay? I'm gay for Twitch. That's it. Sorry. And that is how you get a ban. See you later, bud. Bring me proof of their defeat. Yeah, this is the guy who sells the little what's-its. Yeah, there we go. These are the implants. So we got like muscle head, burly body. I already bought artisan. Dale goes, bruh. Red App has the weirdest comments. Dude, it's because it's full of like 10-year-olds. And again, this content also brings in the 10-year-olds. And when you first go live, it's like pushed to just like a bunch of randos to like test your content. And so what happens is you get like a bunch of like 10-year-olds and immature people coming in, and they'll ask you things like, can you say my name on stream? Or, oh, hey, this game is cool. Can you play this other game? It's like, no, I'm not just going to switch the game. You subbed, Banana. Thank you very much. Welcome on in. Sir says exactly, LOL. That's like what it is every single time, I swear. Do you remember me? Yes, yes, I do. I remember everybody. Truly. I can't remember the name of games that I play, but I definitely remember you. Hey. For reals. All right, there we go. I bought 150 more flame organs. That's enough, right? Banana, thanks again for the sub. I appreciate you. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy the stream today. All right. So, let's go back to base. We got to drop off our flame organs so that we can make more carbon fiber. Very important moving forward that we have a good, fat, steady supply of carbon fiber. All right, so yeah, let's do this. Going the wrong way. I'm gonna queue up more. Dude, my cardamut is really insane. Here, let's just cancel this and queue up the whole lot at once. Let's do it. Cool. Get to it, Anubis. All right, so now, what other stuff do I have that needs to be stored at this point? I've just got all of this metal. Let's see what's required next. Base upgrade. Build a crude oil extractor. Dude, we've already built one of those, haven't we? We already built one of these. It wants us to build another one. Oh, is that's for this specific base? Hold on a second. I'm a little confused because we have multiple base locations, right? It doesn't want me to build a crude oil extractor inside this base because there's no crude oil slick here or field here to do that on. So it must be all bases, right? And it's shared. I assume. The current base mission is to build a crude oil extractor. So shall I just go to the distant base, break one down, and then rebuild it? That's what I'm gonna do. If you got the resources, I mean, if you break it, you get everything back, right? No? It's only like 50% when you break down a thing like that? Oh, okay. Well, I have 205 pal metal ingots and 66 plasteel. Is that enough? I don't know. Let's see. What is this? Pal metal ingots, 250. Circuit boards. That's the thing that we're going to need. Okay, hold on a second. It's the circuit boards 50. Yeah. Let me go make some more of that. Upstairs. Gonna have to make... Actually, I think we'll be all set as long as we have enough quartz. Yeah, it's polymer too. Polymer's a problem. Okay. Here. Anubis, come here. Help me. All right. Or try... Oh, yeah, try accessing it. That's a good one. I mean, I feel like we're going to need this stuff anyway, right? Am I wrong? We're probably going to need these materials anyway at some point, right? I feel like... Killer Goddess, good to see you back. Very awesome. And hey, Dale, thanks for being here. Banana, thanks for being here on the Red app. Appreciate you. Hopefully you're having a great day. We're gonna try to make some stuff in the base and then maybe take on Tower 5. We'll see. Okay, getting there. My character's getting really weighed down by all the metal. All right. Anubis is very handsy. Look at this dude. It's like a shoulder massage. You know? World's worst shoulder massage. Like, Anubis used shoulder massage. It was not very effective. All right, 12 more. Almost there. Yeah, I've really enjoyed the game. It's super fun, and it's pretty chill and relaxing. And there's lots of stuff to do. There's a lot of collecting and stuff. The display just arrived. Awesome. It's all intact, right? I hope that you enjoy it, man. Hey, you're very welcome. Thank you. You've been incredibly supportive. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your display, man. All right. Couple more to go. Yes, the taco says, ooh, put a pic in the Discord. All right. Let's go over here. Break one down. Well, I'm going to try to access it first and see if that works. If it doesn't, then we'll just break one down and replace it. Kind of obnoxious, but we'll do it. We'll do it. Dang it. All right. Here it is. There it is. Done. Perfect. Current base mission is done. All right. So now we go back. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, do I have to do it from the other base? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Hold on. I have to actually accept the, or like complete the mission in the other base. My bad. That's a little confusing, but yeah. There we go. Build a cold food box. Do we have one of those yet? I don't know that I've unlocked that. Is that this thing here? That's just a refrigerator. What is a refrigerator but a cold food box? Is it not? For the pals. Okay, got it. Cold food box. There it is. So it keeps their food from spoiling, makes it better. Where is the food box currently? Right there, right? So cold food box. We need 9 more cryogenic coolant. Let's make some. We should have what we need. There we go. You did in general. It still has the plastic on it. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Wait, did you in general? I don't see anything. Same. Let's see. There's 6. Killer Goddess says, I see it. It's in the general channel. Ah, there it is. Okay, 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 okay. So check this out. This is the Dungeon Crawler Carl. You will not break me. Yeah, it's gonna be cool, dude. Very cool. Congrats on that, by the way. That's a nice one. I mean, I've never done one of those before, but I think I'll do another one probably the next time I do an event like this, because I think people really like those, I think. There we go. Hey, Anubis, help me. All right. Cold food box going down. God, I'm like buried in pals over here. It's ridiculous. Need a Cardinal Zen display. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Build a cryogenic crusher. Cryogenic crusher? Well, I do have access to that, believe it or not. We will need another cold producing pal for that cold box since we only have one. It was only for the mission. There you go. Are you ready? Hey, pick up your wood here. There you go. One more time. There we go. I'm helping. What do you think about those Ultra Kill skins? Are they pretty cool, you think? That's what Leoshin has over there. You just wanted the 600 armor. Yeah, that's fair enough. Who cares about the pal food? Let them starve. All right, so we need a cryogenic crusher. So we need 25 cryogenic coolant and 8 more corrosive solvent. acquire thy shit. No. There we go. All right, and then we need the corrosive. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Let's go. Going through quite a few base levels in a short period of time here. It's nice. Nice to have materials stockpiled. All right, I've got what we need. Question is, where do we put it? I found a spot. There's a water wheel down there. Oh, this is the cryogenic crusher, so we don't need the regular crusher anymore, right? Sorry, I don't even know what half these things do. I mean, it's called a crusher though, so I figure it does the same thing. Okay. Interesting. Cryogenic crusher. So you can break paldium into... Wait, hold on a second. So this is the input, this is the output, yeah? Like 1 wood is 2 fiber. A megasphere gives you a paldium fragment. Ore giving you paldium. Stone giving you paldium. That's pretty nice. We need an advanced sphere assembly line. That's 50 hexalite. So that's a thing. 50 hexalite. We need 9 more computers, 10 bio batteries. None of the paldium ones are really that good for us. Right. Yeah, Gregory was saying the only one that might be good is the stone one. Like mass stone to paldium. Let's do it. We're cranking through this. Nice. Doing a good job of getting the materials that we need moving forward here. We also need to make a crap ton of polymer. That's the other thing that we really need. So one of the co-founders of Rockstar has come out saying that companies should continue making physical games if players want them. Players do. Like 85% of all PlayStation 5 sold were the ones that have discs, disc players in them. That's because people want discs. Overwhelmingly. No matter how they try to parse the data or like propagandize what they're trying to achieve over there financially. We want discs. It's Gerald Lee. What's up, Gerald Lee? How you doing, dude? How the heck are you, man? All right, so we got a little bit more carbon fiber here, and then we're gonna get out of here. And I think I want to try to clear Tower 5 today. For sure. And maybe put some additional oil extraction unit things over in the oil base. If we can. They're hella expensive, but it would be worth it, I think, long term. Geraldine is here. Woo! And Gerald's like, yep. By the way, if you're out there on the Red app, thanks for watching and tuning in. I hope that you'll throw a sub and come back next time. We play a lot of cool games here. I focus on survival crafting stuff, and specifically my niche is really to play games that have Twitch integration so that people are able to interact with my game live over here on the Twitch side. Serious, do you remember me? No, I have no clue who you are. Get the out of here. It's so funny. Gregory, welcome on in, buddy. Do you remember me? Wait, hold on. This is what you got to do. Next thing is you got to be like, hey, can you play insert game here next? It's classic move. No worries, dude. Kind of same. I woke up at 8 a.m. after going to bed at like 3:30, so I got about 4.5 hours, which is not horrible for me, but not great. I just could not go back to bed after that. It's crazy. All right, so can we queue up any more hexalite than that? I guess not, huh? Let's see. Chromite. Where does one get chromite? Dude, there's chromite on the top of this thing and I can't get it. Cinder, thank you very much. And one of my faves, I'm not sure how I got here. I've never seen you before. There we go. Perfect. I'll just stand right here. In the furnace. Power World's a great game. Can you play Tetris now? It's my favorite. Precisely. Yeah, if you have that chromite... Oh, thank you. Oh, my inventory's full. That's why I couldn't get it. I'm so stupid. Hold on. Hold on one sec. There we go. There, I'll queue it back up. My bad. So, where the hell do we get this stuff? We need chromite, and what's the other material that's needed for that? Yo, thank you very much for the resub, Cinder. You are awesome. You've been around here for a long time, buddy. 50 months. That's crazy. That is really crazy. Okay, so where the hell are we going here? It's in Faybreak. Where is Faybreak? Like, what island is that? I have no idea which one that's supposed to be. Southwest of Volcano Island. This down here, where the little, like, lotus is. Yeah, I've never been down there. Hold on. Let me, I'm gonna go put this stuff away. And I'm not hoarding, ingots to be a hoarder. I'm hoarding them because just in case we need to build something. I just don't want them to be used up. But if there is a need for somebody to have this, please let me know. I'm happy to drop them. I'm not taking the do we want to store the hexalite, or were you using that for something, or were you just making it? You're lucky because you just took out a lot of the air defenses, or else I'd get shot down. Okay, got you. Tame a Smoky and get a harness for it. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna need some. I'm definitely gonna need some pal spheres. That's definitely something that I'm gonna need. Crap. Dude, I feel like I need another chest over here. God, my stuff is like 100% full. It's crazy. Help me. Maybe I can replace some of those. Take those down and put in a couple of these instead. Alright, so security settings are this and private lock enabled. Yes. And then this. Sort all that. I got 4 little options here. Let's put the stuff in here. Those ingots. All the parts stuff that I built. There we go. I got some eggs. I'm gonna put those in the thingamabobber over here. These should be done now, right? Very nice. What do we got? Sweet. All right, what else? Fox Sparks Crisp. Nice. All right, 2 large eggs going in there. They can detect the chromite on Faybreak. Okay. That's nice. Okay, let's grab all the books. That ain't a book. Yeah, like these needed to make a speed elixir. That's not the stuff that like actually, when they say elixir, that's not the stuff that like increases your health permanently, right? It is. Oh, okay. So these here, you can, okay. So how do you, wow. How do you make that then? You need 5 or 6 of the same thing. Okay. 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 Got it. So dungeoning is really important if you want to increase your stats. I see. Got it. Medicine table to make them. Okay, thank you for that. So this chest is almost empty now. They should be both empty now, right? Cool. Oh, I need nails. I need 5 more nails. Oh my goodness. All right, nails. I'm gonna take the aesthetic stuff. That over here. I'll put the gear in there too for now. Crossbow. Okay, now let's stow. Looks good. Even the Bella Noir Libero. And then up here, I'm gonna go sell. Yeah, Pal World's a great game. Can you play Tetris now, though? Maybe Subnautica. What do you think? All right, let's sell. Okay. So now spheres. We need some spheres, and then we're good to go. So I think I'll check out that new island to see if I can't. What level stuff is down there? Are we talking like level? What kind of spheres should I be picking up? Chronado, what's up, man? Welcome back. Hello, do you? Hey, Sirik, do you see this? Hello, do you remember me? Of course I do. Welcome back. I only laugh, Chronado, because we were just talking about how like the YouTube chat is a little bit different from the Twitch chat that I'm accustomed to. And like almost always the first thing that a returning person says to me is, hello, do you remember me? Like every time. Hello, I remember you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's see. I'm gonna make 10 of these bad boys. Then we'll make like 15 or 20 of the lower ones if I can. Dale. Dale is like holding the fort over here on the red app. For reals. Thank you, man. All right. So 10 of these, and then some legendaries, and then we're out of here. Oh man, I'm stoked for Medieval Dynasty. That's gonna be cool. I have not played the game in a long time, and I hear it's quite good now. That starts at 3 p.m. So we're doing 3 to midnight on Medieval Dynasty, and then tomorrow 3 to midnight again. We do what we must because we can. Heck yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. That game looks real fun. I remember when I first played it, I fought a wolf. And it was not good. I did pretty poorly. That's right. Almost there. I think it's kind of funny that we have enlisted the help of a pal to make the devices that are going to enslave future pals. And they're just cool with this. They're like, yeah, whatever the owner wants, we make sure it happens here. Don't worry about us. We'll get it done. Kind of crazy. You're perpetuating this system of oppression, Anubis. How dare you? Shame. We need a lady with the bell. Come out here. Every time that comes up, I just remember, like, she literally got PTSD from doing Game of Thrones, because while they were doing like a waterboarding scene, basically, where they were torturing her character, but it ended up essentially being actual waterboarding, but it was like 8 hours because they did it on camera for like 8 or 10 hours. No, like, this is legit, for real. Hold on. Hannah Waddingham? Hannah Waddingham says she was waterboarded for 10 hours filming Game of Thrones torture scene. What? Yeah, kind of interestingly. Yeah, this right here. The woman who played Cersei, she says she was uncomfortable pouring liquid in my face for that long, and I was beside myself. But in those moments, you go, do you serve the piece and get on with it, or do you chicken out and go, this isn't what I signed up for? See, the problem is, like, a small time, I mean, in reality, this is a small time actress in the Hollywood scene, right? They don't have the power to speak up to the directors and the people who ask them to do this shit. So they just go along with it, even though they don't want to do it. You know? Yeah, it's crazy. Check this out. Here's the article. Drop it there on the Red app and over here too. Yeah, kind of wild. Kind of wild. She said, it definitely gave me claustrophobia around water. It's quite full on being waterboarded for 10 hours and then for only 1 minute and 37 seconds to be used on camera. She says she was driven by the creator's desire for authenticity and her trust in the production team. I didn't want the strap tight around my neck, but as they pointed out, if the camera can see you lifting your head up to save yourself, that's not authentic. What, you just wanted her to, like, die on camera? What the the one thing I kept thinking to myself was that the production company aren't going to let you die, so get on with it. Be uncomfortable. Are you sure about that? Wow, that should be criminal. For real, dude. I feel so bad for that woman. So now every time that I hear the shame, like, I'm just thinking about the production crew at GOT. You know, I'm like, yeah, shame on them for doing that to that poor lady. Who's the actress? Her name is Hannah Waddingham. Or Waddingham. Waddingham? Yeah, this is her name. Right here. Yeah. Sad, man. I feel bad for her. You know? That is a rough time. You know, I have been on, you know, I have done community theater in the past, was pretty heavily involved in it, sat on the board of a community theater. And I can tell you that I have done some things on stage that made me extremely uncomfortable. Not to the point where I would disagree with them. The things that I disagreed with, I literally just said, no, I'm not doing it. It's the lady from Ted Lasso. Whose computers are these? I just picked one up by accident. I didn't mean to. Two, actually, now, because I'm trying to help. By help, I mean clear this bench so I can use it. They're yours? Okay. Well, I got two of them. Oh, it's... Is that... That's not Battaglia, is it? That one's too huge to be Battaglia, right? Unless it's like a Battaglia boss. Which one is this, chat? That's Lylene. Okay, got you. All right, where are you? Oh, that's Gerald Lee. Where the heck are you? Leocean, where are you? I was gonna give you your computers here. You're upstairs? Oh, okay, my bad. Here you go, buddy. Here we go. What? There we go. All right. So I have a little bit of stuff here. Good for picking up some new pals out on the island. Yeah, I think the only games that I'll be buying for like PlayStation will be secondhand from now on, until they reverse this decision, if they do. And obviously, you can't buy digital games secondhand, right? So that won't be happening anytime soon, unfortunately. Kind of a bummer. Not enough electricity. Well, that's no good. That's gonna be a problem. Yep. It sure is. We're getting brownouts now. Yeah, we are legit. There it is. Pops back on. Pops on for like half a second. Dude, okay. We really need hold on, let me pull my Lux out. Here, I'll pull out a Masanda. Yeah, for Anubis for now. There you go. Generate the power. There it is. Okay. I got my spheres out. Wow, dude, that takes a lot to repair. Holy hell. That's pretty wild. Oh, I also need arrows. Shit. Okay, let's make Yeah, I need about that. I should probably make a better weapon at this point. Sometime in the near future. So yesterday, Anonymous hacked Sony. Anonymous hacked Sony and brought down PlayStation Network for about 6 hours. I'm sure it's totally unrelated to their no disc thing. Magnus says good, right? Same. Sony said nothing. Literally said nothing. Because again, if they say PlayStation Network is down right after they say we're going full digital, that just feeds the other side's arguments, which they are trying so desperately to squelch and stymie and silence. It's horrible. Never seen such a crazy propaganda run outside of politics, man. Like, really, this has been crazy stuff. I mean, they like paid, they're like paying, you know, shills in the media to run puff pieces on this, on the change of direction. They've got like analysts and other people out there that they've paid or that are involved with their projects that are like poo-pooing the no disc, no buy movement. They're skewing the data to make it look like people are more interested in digital than they are. But they're saying that they're not making enough money when in reality they're making more annually than the GDP of 35 countries. 35 just on physical disc sales. Sony made higher than the annual GDP of 35 countries. And that is not enough for them. Like, think about that. That is insane. Sorry, that business isn't worth pursuing anymore. Really? It isn't? Are you sure about that? Pretty wild, man. They made that in half of the year. Right? That's what I'm saying. It's pretty nuts, man. I mean, we're talking about last year they made, what was it? $1.8 billion. 1.8 billion with a B dollars. Just on physical game sales. Crazy. Absolutely bonkers. And then come to find out, like 85% of all PS5 sold were the disc version. Because people want to play on discs. You know, it's like, this is not rocket science. Let's see here. I think I might take a little... Oh, shoot. I just, like, robbed the base of their power. Hold on. Let me go back here. I am going to swap this out, though. One of the shareholders is sad they can't buy a bigger yacht, Zin. You have to understand that, right? Understandable. Are we really hurting for high quality pal oil anymore? Can I take the mud out of there that I put in there? Are we? Do we need that? Yeah. We got none. Well, I can just go buy some. I got plenty of money. Yeah, I can go buy like 200 right now. Me, where the heck was it? Down here? Fisherman's Point. What is high quality pal oil used in that is eating it up so fast? Is it computers or something? Polymer? All right, well, I just bought 300. That should be plenty, right? At least for the time being. For 2 hours, sure. Yo, take 350 dog coins and go to that busted up church and get the 2 extra weapon slots. Gives you total of 5 weapon slots. And if you don't want this help, joke's on you. You can't read this. I don't know about the extra weapon slots. I did get the extra accessory ones though. I guess I could get it, but I have this now. This is an axe and a mining pick together. So it cuts back on a slot. So I'm not even using the 4 that I have. I'm sure there's something else I could put in there. Still lets you have a lot of different guns. Probably good for end game stuff when maybe different, like, I don't know if they have like resistances. Like maybe like one of the pals is more resistant to like bullets than it is, I don't know, arrows or sword or something. Who knows? All right, let me put the high quality pal oil away. Here we go. 303 went into the box. Excellent. Still lets you have a lot of guns. Very cool though. I didn't realize that you could open the slots up there. 350 dog coins. Got it. That's a decent amount. You need the holsters, that's right, and the slots for the dog coins. Mixed it up. I lied. Yeah, I have these, the accessory slots, and I still am not using the last one for whatever reason. I should probably do that. But I got the work speed, the Ring of Mercy, and the multi-climate undershirt. I came here to swap out Mosanda for Anubis. She got 6 handiwork, huh? But not as much mining or transporting. Interesting. But if she's out while at the base with Anubis, that'll boost his work speed by 20%, which is pretty nice. I actually think I want to get another one of the I want to put another actually, hold on a second. This is what I'm going to do right now. Let me take him. I'm going to bring him to the PAL surgery table, and I'm going to add a trait. Just watch a video of what it was like to get games for PS2 versus Switch 2. The first person opens a PS2 case, sees the game, opens the booklet, gets really excited. The second person opens the Switch 2 case. There's just 2 handwritten notes inside. One note says F you, and the other note has a digital code on it. Yeah, pretty much, dude. And this is what they've done over the years to like save money. It's just a money grabbing, like money savings technique, and it comes at our expense. And it's like, yeah, I get people love digital. I like digital sometimes for certain things, but sometimes I want a physical item too, and I should be able to have that choice. That's really what it's about. It's like, don't take choices from us. All right. So, let's see here. I want to implant Artisan down here. There we go. So now Anubis has Artisan, and I'm always pulling him out at the base to help me. So that's great. Honestly, don't you miss the times you open a Game Boy cartridge and you had a cool looking box with cover art and a manual? Hell yeah. My favorite was SNES, dude. Like opening the SNES and having that like little cardboard insert thing that they had, the white cardboard insert to hold the cartridge. And you'd get like, you're like hurrying to pull out the instruction manual to like look at it and see, you know, what the game's all about. But you get like the disclaimer, like the warranty disclaimer papers as well. You're like, get out of here. I don't need that shit. Like, I just want to read the instruction manual, you know? Crazy. It was pretty brutal, you know, to have that kind of experience taken away. It's like I feel sad for like the younger kids. They'll never know that experience. When you bought SOCOM, huge booklet, came with a little PS2 mic. Yeah, dude, it was like a huge box. I remember SOCOM. Yep, good stuff. Same with FF11, dude. When it came out on PS2, there's a lot of that. Came with like the hard drive unit for the PS2. It was like the only game that used it. Pretty friggin' advanced for its time, really. Here, I'm gonna go out here and get some, get the other fast travel to the east and get that bounty. Yeah, so good. By the way, Steel, I gotta say your, I don't want to say it's a Metroidvania, but it kind of looks like that, or some sort of Mega Man-esque type game. Looks like it's coming along very well. That's really awesome, dude. You had to buy a little Ethernet adapter for your PS2. It's screwed into the back, right? Yep. Very cool. The PS2 was really awesome. It came with a lot of actually, you know what? The king of like future functionality was actually the PS3. And that's part of why it was so expensive. That and the Blu-ray drive. But I think ultimately it was the right decision. I loved the PS3. I thought that was great. It's just the only thing that was bad about the PS3 is they just didn't have a lot of games because the software development kit was rough. But PS2 was amazing. I mean, they had so many good games. I loved playing Grandia on PS2. Grandia 2. What else was there that was really good that I enjoyed that's kind of niche? Rogue Galaxy. Rogue Galaxy. Super awesome game for the PS2. If you liked Dark Cloud and Dark Cloud 2, it was made by the same team, Level 5. Level 5 are also the people that ended up making Fantasy Life, which I love, and Fantasy Life I, which was just recently released. Maybe a year ago now? A year ago? You're introducing some very minor Metroidvania elements, secrets, and a couple of breakable walls and permanent power-ups. That's cool. First game you ever played on your PS2 was Medal of Honor. Dude, what an introduction. What an introduction to the PS2. I'm trying to think what was the first PS2 game that I played. What were the release titles for that? Oh, I think it was Ring of Red? Is that the game? It's like a mech game? Ring of Red. Yeah. Yeah, turn-based mech game. Turn-based mech game. Ring of Red. Not to be confused with the Red Ring of Death, but that was an Xbox 360 thing. That was an Xbox 360 thing. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about what happened with that. Pretty funny. Oh my god. Really? In the eye. There it is. Yeah, you got tired of your guy being so slow, you got Artisan and ranked it up and gave it the handiwork book. Yeah, dude, worth it. Yeah, for reals. I'm kind of, you know, kind of thinking about the same. Because I think with like, you know, with Anubis, if you get Sekhmet out at the base too, that's great, right? Get like an extra 20% on top of that. So if you increase his handiwork a lot, you get that extra 20% too on top of Artisan. Which I wish that you could, I mean, obviously you probably wanted to breed the 75% one instead, ideally, but that's like real end game stuff in my opinion. That's real min-maxing type stuff, right? You had 3 different Xboxes and none of them red ringed. You had good RNG. I did too. I had 4 at my LAN center when I ran it, and none of them red ringed. Which was pretty good because they got abused. It was pretty brutal. I need to get that horse type pal that can like skip across the map in 5 seconds. Is that Frostallion? Dude, stupid Toko Tokos, leave me alone. I want nothing to do with you. I went way too far south. There's a chest right there. Yoink. Bro, I'm like right next to this guy. There we go. Phantom. Escape artist. Nice. Alright, that's what I came down there for. Just to kill that guy. That's it. Yeah, man. What was your... speaking of games, what was your favorite Xbox 360 game? For me, Gears of War. Hands down, Gears of War. Played the F out of it. SG was a big part of that, actually. We played the bejesus out of that game. Like, ridiculously so. Oh, what's that out there? Oasis Isle. Should I go out? Let's check that out. I've never been out there. Way out to the east. Yeah, Gears of War was incredible. What else was really good? Blue Dragon. Blue Dragon was really, really good. This is one of those electric chests, isn't it? Damn. Lost Odyssey. Lost Odyssey, really, really good. RPGs. There weren't many RPGs on the 360. Eternal Sonata, that was a really good one. Liked that one. Kind of had an interesting gameplay mechanic. Fable was fun. Yeah, Fable was fun. Fable was great. Of course, Halo. The mud chowder, huh? I wonder. Can I interest you in some of this? Apparently I can. Go ahead. Oh. There it is. KOTOR captured you. You never got into a game so much before that. Yeah, you love KOTOR. Yeah, you really do. Yeah, KOTOR, I know you guys are going to hate me for saying it. I never played it all the way through. I played a few hours. I enjoyed it, though, what I did play. Great story. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Whew. Another Finn cider. You got to decide how you exist within that story. That was very nice. How did you guys feel about Mass Effect? Another game like that that I really didn't play much. Tronagash bought me the series on PC. Bro. Wow, this fish. Wow, that's a big boy. Oh, Surfant. I was like, what the hell is that thing? That was another great play. Everything before Andromeda. Yeah, Andromeda was like kind of a joke. The facial expressions is like, yes, people who look like this are totally normal. Hello, Dale. It's like pretty disturbing, dude. The way the models looked in that game, I was like, bro, who made this? Who made this game? It is disturbing. Methed out. Yeah, pretty much. Methed out. Meth effect. Rough, man. But here's a real good question for you. What was the game that you were so excited for and then it ended up like really disappointing you? Like you were like, ah, man, this could have been it. This could have been amazing, but it just wasn't. Oh, dude, same. That's definitely underrated one. Hellgate London, dude, for real. And that thing, it came and it went just as fast as, I mean, some of the modern things. I mean, maybe not as bad as, what was that game that just recently shut down? Concord? Dude, crazy. I know it gets a lot of hate from the Baldur's Gate community. Dude, Dark Alliance was epic. I don't care what anybody says. Dark Alliance and Dark Alliance 2 were great games. And they were a great gateway drug for anybody that wasn't like a D&D or fantasy person to play a game that was fantasy. Warhammer Online, oh, dude, saying that, I mean, really, for me, that's a big one too. Warhammer Online, dude, Dark Age of Camelot was really good, and then Warhammer came out, and it had like no items. Like that was the thing that I think killed that game. Is like there was a serious lack of inventory items and like things to collect. You gave Cardamut insomnia. How dare? How dare you? It was super PvP heavy. It was. Yeah, it was. And that actually, I played a lot of Warhammer. I have the collector's edition for Warhammer Online, and I played the hell out of it. I actually played a Black Orc, believe it or not, SG. I played a Black Orc tank. And one of the coolest parts of that was that you could stand in doorways and you could literally body block people. So like if they broke down a door, like me as the Black Orc, I would be standing in the doorway, like making sure that people couldn't get through. It was great. It was really great, but there was a lot that was left to be desired. The PvE was absolutely boring. There weren't enough items. There was nothing really to do outside of PvP, which was sad, you know. All right, Lavander, try not to get too excited about all that. All right, we're 3 out of 5 on those. You really liked Hellgate London. The setting was great, but there should have been, it should have gone the MMO route. Honestly, they tried to bite off more than they could chew. Yeah. Yeah. And that's often the problem with a lot of games, is that the scope gets out of control. They run out of money. They start cutting corners, and then you end up with a stinker. You know, that's just how it works. Goblin Shaman. Are we good? Opposite games. Games that were underhyped. Games that deserved more. I'm going to say Rogue Galaxy again. I think that game is like incredible and it's super awesome and people need to play it and see it. But they never will. They never will. It's sad. Kingdoms of Amalur. Yeah, that's a good one too. I think the whole thing was like Kurt Schilling made some comments that pissed off half the country and they saw his name attached to it, and there was nothing that was going to save it from that at that time. There was just so much division in the country politically. And there still is, but that was definitely a part of, I think, why the game didn't get as much sales as it should have. The other decision, it was because it looked like WoW. And there was a big fatigue about games that looked like WoW. You know? But the game is incredible. And, dude, R.A. Salvatore wrote the friggin' book for the game. Like, he literally wrote the scenario for the game, and like was very good. It was very good. Braloha. And Todd McFarlane's art. Yeah, I mean, like, really? Like, how the hell can you go wrong? Like, there's some good stuff going on there for sure. All right. How can I shoot you in your face? If you're hiding it under your body. There we go. All right, little foot. Let's go. All right, not so little, actually. You have it on your Switch? Kingdoms of Amalur? You have it on your Switch? Wow, they released that for Switch, huh? That's crazy. This thing actually has some good physical resistance. You're not 22 anymore and you bruised your ribs. Definitely not doing those kind of rides again. What did you go on? One of the like the zipper? That's a thing that you like sit in the little car and it like spins around and then it goes around and around as well. Like that one, dude, that one would make me vomit. Horrible. Yo, Steak, thanks so much, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for the kind words. Tilt-A-Whirl? We had a Tilt-A-Whirl at the amusement park that I worked at. Tilt-A-Whirl is, I can't do it anymore, man. When I was a kid, I could do it, but now I get, like, real motion sick with anything that spins. That's why I have avoided VR. I've never played VR. Outside of, like, the old, like, really bad 90s VR, which was literally, like, 2 TV screens they put in front of your face. It was horrible. Whoa. You were addicted to the Tilt-A-Whirl? I mean, it's a pretty good ride. Like, when I was a kid, I used to go on that one a lot. You know, there was a really awesome roller coaster at the amusement park that was really fun. You were on the inside seat and your kids crushed you, huh? Well, that's no good. Well, I hope your rib heals up quickly. That does suck, like, coming to the realization that you're not as young as you used to be. That your body just doesn't recover from those things the way that they used to, right? You have a Tilt-A-Whirl in your backyard. Can we put Night Owl on the electric bass pals? That's fine with me. If you have access to it and you want to do that, because basically you just want them to stay awake and keep making electricity. Braloha used spit green shit. It was not effective. It was extremely ineffective. Oh my god. Have I ever been to one of the big parks? Not like Disney or Universal. I've never been to any of those. The biggest park that I've been to is Six Flags. Like, back in the day, Six Flags out in New Jersey. That's right. New Jersey. There we go. Is that the last one? I think that's the last one that I need. So let's see. And if it is, then I'm just gonna... Oh, God. Oh, God. Then I'm just gonna burn the other guy. Crazy how much detail they put into them. Like, you mean just set dressing around the rides? That'll do it. We need the better generator. 100 more pal metal? Dude, I have that in my chest at home. Give me a second. I'll come there and give you what you need. Oh shit. Sorry, Herbal. Level 50 Herbal I just ran over. I didn't mean to, dude. Oh, now I'm not gonna be able to get that because I ran him over and pissed him off. Shit. I'm sorry, bro. Okay? I didn't mean to. Local fair has been in your city for over 145 years. Yeah. I hope they got some new workers, because, man, that's like elder abuse. Freiburg Fair is pretty big. It is pretty big. Freiburg Fair is pretty big. Yeah, that's probably... That's one of the biggest here for sure. If not the biggest. Freiburg Fair. I remember going to Freiburg Fair and the road, the access road getting to the fairgrounds would be backed up and you'd have to wait for like literally an hour. All right. So y'all need some pal metal. You always wanted to go to the World Fair, but never got to. Do they still do that? I thought that was like a 1900s type thing. Early 1900s type thing. They are still doing World Fairs? Okay, never mind. I don't have that. I have 40 though. All right. Freiburg is the second biggest fair in New England. What's the biggest fair in New England? I'm curious. Moxie Fest. Just kidding. I wish though. The Big E, which is held in West Springfield. Got you. No, there's no Burning Man in New England. No Burning Man in New England. Let's see here. That's the name of the old city that you used to live in, Springfield. Interesting. All right, so I just put 40 plasteel or 40 pal metal.
And he'll be warm for a day.
In the thing revolver.
Set a man on fire,
where the hell's
and he'll be warm
and why is
for
he
the
not
rest
working?
of his life.
What? You need pal metal, right? There are actually a lot of local / regional burn events. You're doing one near Austin over Labor Day weekend. That's cool. Hard likes to go to Anthrocon. No, I know people that went to Anthrocon. Actually, you'll remember this guy. SG, do you remember the really crazy gamer guy that used to go to the LAN center? He went by the username Mittens. Do you remember that guy? Mittens? Yeah, so Mittens was like a hardcore gamer, like ridiculous. Like, this is the type of guy, I don't know if you remember Battlefield 2042. Like, he could one-man a whole team. Like, legit. Like, this kid was, like, insanely pro. Probably the best gamer I've ever witnessed firsthand. Like, he was insane. Specifically at that game, he was, like, insane. Yeah, I guess he actually is, like, a big furry. The Venn diagram of like crazy gamers and furries is very almost the same circle sometimes. Almost the same circle. Well, his name is Mittens. Yeah, I just thought it was like some sort of funny thing, but then I should have put that together sooner, I suppose. But yeah, he ended up being like a big furry and went to Anthrocon several times. And now, interestingly enough, he works for the Department of Defense. So there's that. He's a Department of Defense contractor. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right, so I just got a bunch of pal metal and I'm putting it in the box, and hopefully you guys have what you need now. You should have enough. You said you needed 100 pal metal. There's 97 in this box. Pal World cost 6.7 million to make and has made over 700 million. GG. Nintendo, take notice. For real, dude, they spend way more money on their games than 6.7 million, and the quality is trash by comparison. Like, just graphically, this game is so much better. You know? And I know a lot of people shit on it, but guess what? This game is an Unreal Engine 5 game. It is part of the success of the story of this game, you know? Unreal Engine is very unwieldy sometimes, but when it's optimized well, you don't notice. You know? It all comes down to developer skill. There's no creativity at Nintendo anymore. They become an assembly line. I agree with that statement about 95%, SG. There are some new things that have been coming out. I'll give them credit where credit's due. Like that Donkey Kong game with the voxel world, where you can like pound your fists into the world and destroy it, deform it. That's kind of cool. I don't know anything else about that game, but I think that feature is kind of interesting and different for them. I also like the idea of that Pokopia. That looked kind of cool. It's not really anything innovative. It's just a mashup of other genres in the Pokemon world, but with like a Pokemon veneer. But it's something different for Nintendo. The thing that they really innovated with were the game key cards, and I hate that. I hate that innovation. Here's a CD key on a tiny piece of plastic. Enjoy. Yeah, there's really not anything. It's the same thing, right? It's the same exact thing. But, when they try to innovate and they go out there, like look at what happened with the Wii U. I think they're just concerned they don't want another Wii U. The Wii U was quite honestly a giant failure. The Wii was huge. It was. The Wii was crazy. The Wii U, no. The Wii U did not do as well. And a lot of it comes down to software as well. They had that like one asymmetric zombie game. That was kind of interesting. Zombie U, I think it was called. But there really wasn't much else on Wii U that was good. Xenogears, maybe? Or not Xenogears. Xenoblade Chronicles X. That was good. I actually bought that. I bought myself a Wii U, and I gifted one to Astro, along with a copy of Xenoblade Chronicles X, with the idea that we could play it multiplayer because it said it was multiplayer. Then I found out, like, the way the multiplayer in that game works, it was totally whack. Basically, there are missions on a board that would crop up just occasionally, and you would have to, like, enter them. And then, like, you would get in with other people, like a lobby almost, and then you do the mission. But you couldn't, like, just say, hey, I want to go do multiplayer with my friend. They wouldn't let you do that. And it was totally up, dude. Like, I feel like they had, like, a banger hit on their hands, and they sabotaged it with the way the multiplayer was set up. Pretty sad, man. Not passionate enough anymore. Yeah, sometimes it just starts to become about the money, and that's when it becomes really sad, right? It becomes bereft of any creativity anymore. Sadness. Oh, I have Cardamut with me. I should bring him back to the base, I suppose. I gotta swap out my Anubis. All right. I was gonna go here and fly to the southeast and pick up that flight path. Once things become publicly traded, everything changes. Yeah, dude, that's it. It's the public trading. Everything's about make the line on the page go up. That's all it becomes about. You know, sometimes you can do that with products that people enjoy and love, and you can innovate and have great success, but eventually it all comes back to how do we make the number go up? You know, how do we make the line go up? And that's what's happening with Sony right now. You know, that's really what it is. They have a new CEO, and he doesn't give a f, you know? He just wants the number on the page to go up. And so he's going to do what makes that happen. And if everybody hates him, well, I don't care. That's really where it's at. And that's pretty sad, dude. Just backstabbed like 30-year long customers for short-term profit. Right? Sad. Yeah, I honestly don't think that I can trust them anymore, which is the worst part. Like I was saying, if I end up getting Wolverine, it'll be secondhand. I'll buy it as a used game, and then that way I know that Sony's not making any money off it, at least. Cause heck them, dude. Yeah, Asha Sharma. Yeah, she yeah, I don't know. It's either going to be really good or really bad. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep GameStop in business. That's right. Single-handedly. Ooh, what's this? Yeah. So I can get out there? Frostbitten Isle. How the F do you get out there? Do you have to, like, sail? I guess you can fly there, right? I've never been out there. I want to go check this out. I'm here. I might as well check it out. GameStop is basically just a pawn shop now. For real, man. That's really what it feels like. Especially the clientele that go in there. You saw a general manager trying to run a bakery without understanding how the bakery works. She decided to replace all the butter with cheap butter, and then she was surprised the croissants got ruined because the butter melted too quickly. It's like, dude, you can't laminate if the butter just melts. Right? Like, come on. I'm not a baker, but I know that. Don't they have trade in anything days? I think so. So you can get like little detritus that's floating on the, or flotsam that's floating on the ocean there. That was just a 1-day promotional gimmick. Did they let you trade in anything, Dr. Mario Kart? Did you go? You're like, I have this dog hair from 1953, and it's been appraised at a high value of 3 cents for its lustrous fibers. Or just them sticking their toe in the water, trying to do more. It's crazy. I don't know. I know GameStop is really different now from what it was, right? Like, I worked for GameStop for like 2 years. And I don't know. It was corporate. It was very corporate. You know? They, I guess the worst part about it was how they pushed all of the people that worked there. You had to have 5% of your sales every week had to include a subscription. Or not a subscription, a subscription. And then 10%, no, 10% for, 5% for subscriptions and 10% for reservations, like pre-orders. So subscriptions meaning like subscriptions to Game Informer. So 5% of your sales, that's 1 in 20, had to sign up for Game Informer. So you'd have to give them this long spiel about how it's like, dude, you're spending $150 on pre-owned goods. And if you sign up for Game Informer, you're going to get 10% off. It only costs $10. So you're going to save $5 to get a subscription in the mail. Like, and get 10% off for the next year when you get used games and accessories. And people would still be like, nah, I don't want that. Dude, you're gonna save $5 today. Nah, I don't want that. It's like, okay, cool. It's like they think it's like a trick or something. Like, holy shit, man. What's this one here? Requires a watering pal? I don't have any water. That's crazy. No water pals on me right now. What's this? Oh, that's quartz. Nice. I can bring that back to base. You'd get bonuses for numbers that you did. Level 11 Munchill. Yeah, we wouldn't get bonuses for anything that we did. It was just, this is how it worked at GameStop, is that if you missed a week of those numbers, you got a strike. And if you got 3 strikes, they fired you. It was not a very cool system. It was not a very cool system. Because this is what ended up happening. Basically, employees would like sell each other reservations to make their numbers for the week so they wouldn't get in trouble. Because again, when you have something that's going to penalize somebody, they do stupid things to get around it. You know, that's just how it works. Just like when you incentivize shit. Oh, dude, is that Frostallion? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's nuts. It was nuts. You can do it. I don't know how to do it, though. Requires a kindling pal. Could you... Oh, there we go. Yay! Bro, what? Dino Blade? Yeah, the like the T-Rex that has like a giant buster sword in its mouth. Yeah. I follow that guy on X. I follow a lot of indie devs. Like I say, I know that X gets a bad rap, but dude, my For You page is like the best thing ever. You know? I get so many cool like indie devs like showing off their projects and cool tech that they're working on for their games and stuff. It's so cool. All right, well, I'm overweight right now. Do we still think I can do it? Also, I have no idea how to do it. Do I just go over there and like shoot it? I have no idea how to start the fight with him. Did it work? No! Get in the ball! Yeah, dude, it was very unfair the way that they did it. But, you know, this is the way that, like... This is, like, how bad shit happens at corporations, though. That kind of a policy. Like, for example, Wells Fargo, they did a thing where, like, they incentivized their employees to open these additional accounts for people. And so they did it, like, without their knowledge. They were opening these accounts on people's behalf, like, without their knowledge. All right, so that's 2 Munchel. Oh, there's gotta be more. Okay, so Jolt Hug Christ, we're good on that now. But there were more Munchel up here. Oh, Joliet. Nice. This has got to be federally illegal. It sure is. And they got in a lot of trouble for it, but they're still in existence. They also did some really shady shit during the mortgage modification time frame. My family was actually a victim of that. They lost their house. They lost their house because of what they did to them. It was pretty awful. Yeah, it's like when I bought my car. When I bought my car, I decided that when I went to the, like, you know, the man in the box in the back room, like the actual guy who runs the credit and all that stuff, not the actual salesman, but like the sales director who's deciding whether or not you can buy a vehicle. They run your credit and all that. I told him, I said, look, I don't care who you come back with for a bank, but I'm not banking with Wells Fargo. So whatever you do, not Wells Fargo. And if you can't do that for me, then I'm gone. And they're like, okay, yeah, we'll make sure. No Wells Fargo, dude. You got it. And then, like, they called me up and they're like, hey, we got the numbers back for you. Come on down and we can discuss it. It looks good. The rate looks good. They gave me the numbers that I was looking for. It was like 2.9% interest rate. I was like, sweet. Got down there, and then guess what? It was with Wells Fargo. And I told him, I said, do you remember what I told you when I left here the other day? And he goes, yeah, you said you didn't want to bank with Wells Fargo. And I said, what's it say on the sheet right here? He goes, Wells Fargo. And I was like, yeah, that's right. So what do you think my answer is going to be, man? I was pretty pissed. I was like, you got me to drive all the way down here to show me this. And he's like, yeah, but they gave you the best rate. Don't you want the best rate? And I was like, I don't really care about the best rate. If, oh, dude, look, there's the show. That's the TV show right there. That's with the Peng King and the 3 Pengullets behind it. That's hilarious. That's really funny. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty annoying. And so he goes, okay, well, you can have another bank if you want a higher interest rate. Like, I was gonna be like upset about that. I was like, no, that's fine. 3.5% it is. Whalealaska. Sales hates you for that, and you always secure your own financing and walk in with all that taken care of. Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. Sales hates you for it, and just buying your last car outright and making them take it off all the line items. Yeah, dude, the line items are crazy. Like the fees that they come up with are like, oh well, yeah, we did the undercoating and UV protection. It's like, no, nah, you didn't. No, we're not doing that game. No. Yeah, that's what I did too with my car. I had everything. Well, I didn't secure my own financing, but I had the car literally like made for me. So like I could go onto the Honda website and literally choose all of the kit that I wanted. And I did that. And then they basically transport the vehicle to your local dealer once you've been approved for the financing. So pretty crazy. Now they're doing this smart dust shit. Smart dust? I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Smart dust? All right, hey, in about 15 minutes, Tower 5. Whoa, that's cool. Azure main, that looks cool. More schematics. Okay, there's that, and then looking good. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by smart dust violins. He had 5 energy, so I ranked him up twice to get to level 7. Nice. That's pretty cool. That'll keep the batteries charged, right? Right? Is there a reason that there's a random roof piece here? Is that just so you can get up on top and get the pieces when they drop? Fisherman's Point. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to the southeast and unlock that too. Well, yeah, Wells Fargo is going to start spraying a smart dust to do ID verification. I'm not sure what that means. What is a smart dust? Is this like fingerprints or something? Like it's like nano microchips? What? Sounds like cancer. Cancer! Yeah, dude, that's no good. Knowing Wells Fargo, it'll be flavored asbestos. Dude, I hate Wells Fargo. I hate them with a passion. I literally, I don't hate any bank. Like, I look at them and I'm like, yeah, that's you sussy for sure. But like, Wells Fargo, I hate. I hate them. They're assholes. So like, when my parents were going through the mortgage modification process, I would fax them every day. I would get a confirmation every day, and we would call them the next day, and they would say they didn't have it. And I'm like, that's bullshit. It's bullshit that you keep saying this. It's like, I've faxed it to you 20 times. Like, literally 20 times. Absolute horse doo-doo. And so, yeah. Man, I just got so sick of it. I actually ended up going to Staples and faxing it there and getting a confirmation from there. And I was like, okay, now you can't say that you didn't get it from 2 different places. Excuse me? This is Terraria. Blue slime? Can I capture this thing? Is this a PAL? What? You can actually capture this thing? What? Dude, that's crazy. Shit. Yeah, they screwed up so many things when you had them as a bank. Dude, I believe it. They're corrupt. They're just totally corrupt, too. Inept and corrupt. So this is literally just like a Terraria-themed area. What? Sending your checkbook to the wrong place 6 times and expecting you to pay for them? Good lord, man. That's horrible, Donkey Duff. I'm sorry to hear that. My god, dude. Yay, college bank accounts. Hallowed bar can be used to create a variety of Terraria items. Interesting. Dude, there's the eyeballs too. That's crazy. All right, that's all of them now. Demon Eye. You got like a poggers. That's fun. Oh my god. Where is he? If you sent me a new one, I did not. Boom, boom. Let's go. All right, green slimes as well. I mean, for a collab, this is pretty cute, right? Moved to a place that didn't have a Wells Fargo. They said I needed to pay an overdraft fee before you landed a new job, and they wouldn't let you pay with a card over the phone. Said I had to go to a branch. I couldn't do that, so they closed my account a week later and called me asking to pay off the closed account with, guess what? I could use a card now. I told them to go themselves. It's weird how that happens, huh? We're gonna make it as inconvenient as humanly possible for you to pay this thing, so that way you'll most assuredly fail, and then we can charge you more fees. Then we'll let you pay with whatever you have available. It's like banks used to do this thing where they would, like, a lot of, like, back in the day, like a lot of like when you would send like a remittance, like some sort of payment online, they would resolve like later on, and usually be very, very early in the next morning, right? And so what they would do is they would do all of your debits first, like all the things that deduct from your account first, to try to make you like bounce, basically. And then they would add in the credits afterward. Like, this was like a tactic that a lot of banks used for a long time. And then finally it was made illegal. Pretty shitty thing to do to people. It's like, hey, there's a whole list of things here that are all going to happen at like 3 a.m. Like, you get $100 and you lose $50, right? So we're going to make you lose $50 first because you only have $40 in your account. Now you're at negative $10. Oh, look, you bounced. We're going to charge you $30. Oh, now we'll add the money back in, and now you have a positive balance again. It's perfect timing so that you can pay us. Right? Horrible. Really shitty. They sent you to a collections? Dude, they're crazy. It's like, I told you about the our car that got repossessed, right? Most embarrassingly. Very, very poor timing on that one. But what I ended up doing is I called them to try to negotiate. I was like, dude, I have plenty of money. I just lost. It just got lost in the mix of things, basically, because I was closing my business of 5 years, and I was very busy trying to sell off, assets, negotiate with my landlord. Like, there was so much stuff that was happening, and I just lost sight of it, right? I lost sight of the fact that I had received this notice, and then they repoed the car on that technicality. And I told them, I said, look, man, I'm going through closing my business right now. I just liquidated a bunch of assets, and I have plenty of money to pay this payment and then some. I was like, if you're comfortable with it, I would happily pay you the payment that is past due, the one that is currently due, and the next 5 to show that I, have the goodwill to do this. And that I'm still a reliable customer. And they said no. And so I said, okay, are you sure you want to do that? Because if you decide to do that, I'm never paying you anything. Like, I've tried to negotiate with you in good faith. You have told me no. And I'm telling you that I have the money to pay the payments, that I have the incoming income to pay the payments, can prove it. And you're telling me no. I just want to make it very clear that if you decide to do this, that I am literally never going to pay you anything. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. You can do whatever you want. But we're going to send you to collections. And I said, okay. They sent it to collections, and guess what? I never paid them. I never paid them a penny. Never paid them a penny. Right. I was like, literally, take my money. They were like, no, you have to pay it all off at once or nothing. And I was like, well, I don't have that much money, but I have plenty of money to pay for the payment moving forward. It's just, it got lost in the mix, Horrible, dude. Really horrible. All right, so that's kind of cool there. There's some more stuff in there that I got to do, but I just don't have the appropriate level spheres for that, really. I got legendaries and ultimates, and I don't want to use those on level 30 slimes. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty fair. All right, it's 2:30. I'm going to the 5th tower. Time to go kill this dude. If you want in, make your way on over here. Tower 5, it's time. I have no idea what kind of dude this is going to be. I assume he's going to be an ice dude, but the Eternal Pyre guy was like electric, so who the hell knows? That's okay. I got a good mix of pals here anyway. That is up there, bro. That is way up there. I'm still laughing about the meth effect. Talking about Andromeda. How bugged out their eyes looked. Whoa. Really? Ah, get in the ball. Get in the ball. Well, you would very happily get in the ball then, right? All right, is nobody else coming for Tower 5? No one else needs Tower 5. Okay. Up we go. Yeah, that's kind of up there. Dude, could you even do this on foot? Could you even do this on foot? Would that even be possible? Yeah, so I left Jawoodle a reply. He posted his video about his lawsuit with TFP. He posted that online on X, and I responded to it and said, TFP were clowns 3 years ago over the Mischief Maker situation, and they are still clowns now, I see. These dudes are an incompetent PR nightmare who always silence any serious criticism. Go get him, Woodle. Go get him. I don't know if I can make it up there. That's crazy. Can I land here and regain stam? Oof. Man, that's tough. That is up there. Good lord. That's a bit of a climb. All right. Hey. Oh, that's crazy, man. This should be interesting. We're fighting Victor. I don't know anything else about Victor other than he does genetic experiments. Crazy. Dude, there's a trend that's happening right now all over X that's getting very annoying. There's this like tap and hold phenomena where like if you tap and hold an image and it's got like a certain type of like transparency, once you tap and hold it and it like blows up, you can see the stuff that was hidden. So just me and you? No, it was not. Who did you enter that? Okay, Laotian's here, so okay, good. Yeah, that makes sense. Shadowbeak. Oh yeah, we were talking about that the other day. So it is kind of like a griffin. Go get him, Anubis. What in the hell? Oh my god. Okay. Hajarobe Christ. Do you need to put clips in any channel for the clip review segment? So what I'm gonna do is I was gonna go by the most popular clips. That's what I was gonna do. So if you want your clip to be reviewed, a good way to ensure that that happens is to just watch it a few times, really. I'm just gonna go into my clips like historically and just go by popularity. So that was the game plan. That and then also for my YouTube shorts by views. Yeah. Some good stuff. There's some good stuff out there for sure. Some funny moments. What is this craziness? Level 70 deserted islet? That's crazy. Level 70, huh? Scary. Yeah, dude, I'm like way the F up here. Oh, hey, fast travel's right there. Good call. That's what I was looking for. Like, where's the fast travel? I'm actually looking for one of those towers that reveals the area. I feel like I don't have that. Well, not like I feel like it. I definitely don't have it. I'm just wondering where it might be. Yeah, you got a general direction? West and a little south. Okay. Thank you. Here we go. Neptilius's talisman schematic. When in the inventory, it unlocks recipe for Neptilius's talisman epic. It can be crafted at a production assembly line. What the hell is this? Is that some sort of water protection or something? Whoa. Iceland. That makes me feel very sad. Get in the ball. Like a giant skeleton down there. That must be one of the bones. The bones quest dude. Huh. Ah, there it is. I see. I see. I'm gonna fall into the crevasse. What's that right there? That looks cool. Here we go. Falling. Ooh, just hit the ledge. Oh, there's Wumpos here. Regular Wumpos, not Botan. Oh! All right, that's silly. I'm not going after that anymore. That's silly. It's like some paleogenetic researcher base. How the hell does one get into this thing? Get him! Here, let me take my mercy ring off. We're not capping any of these guys. Well, we're capping them, but we're not capturing them. You know? Anubis, get him. What's up, Irishman? How you doing, man? Well, that'll do it. Howdy, howdy. They have a Xenovator here. Interesting. Hey, look, it's Mal Christ. You like how NPCs have pals of their own, right? Dude, I'm doing great. Life is good. Just Subathoning it up. We're about to dig in for some medieval dynasty. Oh yeah. Interesting. That's really interesting right there. Dude, a whole bunch of shit fell on the floor. A katana schematic. Treasure map. Let's use that. And then this. Okay. Last thing that I'm going to do before I take like a little micro break before Medieval Dynasty is maybe try to find that treasure. Where the heck is it? Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Let's get the heck out of here. How do I like the mining drill thing? I think it's really cool, but it seems to be dying very fast. Like, and it's pretty expensive to repair. But it's nice that it combines, you know, the need, you know, for carrying a pick and an axe into one item. So that you don't have to take up 2 slots. That's nice. I love the extra yield, too. The extra yield is awesome. Like, I went from doing, like, a regular Paldium node gives, like, 9 with the refined pickaxe. When you shoot it with the laser, you get 13. So it's like, it's a pretty big increase. All right, so we'll come back to this. But for now, let's go over here and go get our treasure. It's like right there. Right next to the Baron Cherry Aquas and the Baron Cherries. Right? The Paldium nodes inside dungeons are great with it. Oh, dude, I'm sure you probably get a crap ton. Yeah, applied mining handbook. I don't really need these keys anymore, right? Because I have the lockpicks, so. Pal metal armor. Schematic 2 rare. This is heat resistant plasteel, so that's pretty big difference. But I did get a mining handbook. That's really nice. Heckin' yeah. All right, we're going back. If you have a Mimog in your party, you don't need keys or picks. Yeah, that's super nice. I like that. But I have the pickaxe or the picks, the lock picks, that is, all the way up through gold. So I should be all set for a while at least. There we go. Up we go. And going back to base. The other base. The more different base. Gonna drop some stuff off and take like a 3-minute micro break before Medieval Dynasty here. Thank you guys for helping out with the tier 5 tower, or the 5th tower. Egg. Okay. That's right. Egg. Hallowed bars from Terraria World. Probably a bit beyond that now at this point, but that's okay. So that means now I have for mining. Hold on a second. I have the one mining handbook. I could use this. Hold on. I could use that on my dude and max him out. Right? Let's finally max him out. Let's do it. Artemut. Check this out, chat. Artemut. So if we look at him now, check that out. 10 kindling. 10 mining. 2 stars. And he's got artisan for plus 50% work speed. And now insomnia. And now insomnia as well. And Sirius. Very nice. Thanks for putting those on there too. That's very good. Yeah, pretty badass. Oh, only 1,075 hexalite? Is that all? It seems like a few. We'll need 40,000. Ah, yes, to make the Warhammer, right? That's why they called it 40,000, right? Let's see here, what can I stow? Not them. Yeah, that's fine. All right, one last thing. Going over here to sell. Okay. Works for me. And honestly, I should get some more bounty tokens. Try to pick up some other implants here. All right, back to base. And then I am logging out. All right, so all us level 60 plus folks are going to log off and keep or let the lower level folks try to catch up a little bit. That's both today and tomorrow while we play Medieval Dynasty. So thanks for that. I'm going to go ahead and log out. Let me go over to just chatting for a sec. All right. Well, that's a lot of fun, man. Gonna grab your body and you'll log. Okay, sounds good, man. Let's see. Medieval Dynasty. I gotta say goodbye to everybody on the Red app. We're gonna be shutting down on the Red app, and I'll be continuing over here on Twitch. If you'd like to join us, you can do so right here. Let me give you the link. Whoa. Whoa. Dale. Thank you very much, man. All right, here it is. Bam. All right, friends. I